Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then my name is George and I run an eBay business called George's Treasure Shed, and I buy and sell new and used items from all sorts of places really, including car boots, charity shops, Facebook Marketplace, jumble sales and similar places like that. So today I thought I'd start a bit of a mini series explaining different bits about selling on eBay, little short videos that might provide some useful information for yourselves. So as you'll see from the title, today we are talking about SKU systems and how they can help improve productivity and help sort of streamline your eBay business and make things run a bit smoothly. So what is a SKU system? So SKU is SKU, and it actually stands for Stock Keeping Unit System. Now it involves using either a code or a series of letters and numbers, and it helps identify an item and where it's stored in your inventory. Now this works on eBay by entering a SKU number into your custom label section within your item specifics when you're doing your listing. Now I appreciate that's a lot of information to take in just then. So within your item specifics, when you're filling out your listing, right at the bottom there is a custom label box. Now you can put in there any information you want. It's not visible to any buyers or anything like that. It is solely for your use only. And when the item sells on your orders, it'll come up your custom label, all that information that you entered, so you can see it there and then without having to click into the order. You can see it, so it'll tell you where it's stored. You could put information on there like what you paid for the item, so you know how much profit you're making. You could put information like when you picked it up, where you picked it up from. But personally, I use it purely just to tell me where in my garage that item is stored. So let's head over to the laptop and I'll explain a bit more about the custom label. So it's a Thursday evening and I've just picked my orders. I ship on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. So I've just picked everything out there that I've just put on the table, and I was able to do that fairly quickly due to the custom label section tool, should we call it, on eBay's listing. So let's zoom in. Sorry about the glare because it's on a laptop, but as you can see here I've got an item which is a Guardians of the Galaxy keyring, and you can see here custom label SKU number 1. And if we go down, if I can try and do it with one hand, vintage Puma holdall custom label 2. Now what this is referring to is my storage boxes here. So I've got different areas in the garage that I store my stock. I have 12 of these big boxes. I have 10 here, and I have some more over here. My clothing and shoes are just all in these boxes, which is quite easy. You don't really need a SKU. On my listings I will just say it's stored in the shoes box or in the clothing box, just because for whatever reason if the item is stored elsewhere I can put the number of box. So like we saw on the laptop, the number 1 and the number 2 is purely referring to saying that that item that's sold is stored in this box. And I can pull the box down and pick the item out fairly quickly. Now without a SKU system, you know, I've got currently 570 listings. You can't remember where everything is. You would be here all day picking your orders. So yeah, this is everything that's sold. Some of these smalls, I tend to use all them boxes you've just seen for these small items. Anything bigger and awkward like this will be stored on my racking here at the back. So yeah, these two bays here are all listed stock, and the far one at the end there is all listed as well. And then I have a corner unit here. So on my SKU system, if it's on here, it will say corner rack. If it's on here, it'll just say rack or racking, because most of the time, you know, say this camera bag sells, I can see it, it's there, it's easy to pick. And you'll also see that on the shelves I have got other boxes. So I've got A1, A2, A3. I've got a Fragiles box, which I'll use for mugs and ceramics. So if there's a mug listed on the custom label and it's stored in here, I'll just put Fragile, and that means it's stored in there. I've got a little box there which is full of all brass items. Again, on my custom label, I'll just put brass. I know where it's stored. And then I've kind of got an overspill of stock up there on the top. Now, another area that I use these two tall IKEA media storage racks, and these are very handy. I can put CDs, DVDs, video games and all sorts of media on here. And I know if I sell a CD or something, you know, sometimes on the custom label I'll put media rack, but if there's nothing on there, as soon as I list a media item, it will get stored on here. So that's basically how sort of efficiently you can work if you use a SKU system. Now let's take a look at the process. So here I have a pile of new stock ready to photograph, and again up there as well. And here is my photography booth. And then if we come back over to this rack where I have my clothes and shoes, this two shelves here is a bit of like a holding bay. So I've got some keyboards and monitors and electricals to test. They're just stored on there out the way. And then I have this area which, as you can see, is to SKU. So my process would be take an item. Let's grab this thermos jug. Take the item, photograph it. Now I tend to do it in batches, so I'll photograph loads of items. I'll get hundreds of photos on my phone, and then I'll drip feed them on throughout the week, 5-10 listings a day. And when I photograph the item, it then goes into the holding bay, and it'll sit there, and I'll go away and I'll do my listings throughout the week. And then maybe at the end of the week, as and when I can squeeze it in, I'll pull these out, I'll put them down here, I'll open up some of these boxes, I'll move some bits around on the racking, make a bit of space, turn the laptop on, find the listing and update the custom label as and when I'm putting the items away, and that will clear this. Sometimes I've had it tonight where an item sold and it's not got a custom label, and if it's just been listed in the last day or so, then I will find it on here. So that's basically how my system works, guys. I was able to pick all these orders in a matter of minutes because I knew where everything was stored. A lot of people do it this way. Some people do it slightly different way, where they will individually number each item. Say you could put these in like a poly mailer bag, and you know, number 1, number 2, number 3, etc. And then when the items sell, it's literally, you know, you're getting the exact correct item, because it's got a unique number. So I think I've covered everything there, guys, with the custom label on eBay. But yeah, I highly recommend using it. As you can see, I had one here that didn't have the custom label. That's because it was listed in the last couple of days and sold straight away. I've got a pair of glasses there that were stored in box 4. So I was able to pull that out and find the glasses quite quickly. Like I say, This is like the holding area. I've got the electricals to test, and when these are tested, these sort of bigger, bulkier items will go on this racking at the back here. So yeah, for me, that's how it works. You might find your own way on how it works for you, but just give it a go. And I just thought I would start this sort of small series on YouTube, on my channel, a small series about different things about selling on eBay. Really, a lot of people say when I do my picking and packing, or how do you find that item? You've got so many listings. I've had a few requests on explaining the SKU system, the custom label system on eBay. So I hope I've done that for you, everyone. If you do like the video and you've learned something from it, do drop it a like and a comment. If you've stumbled across this video and you're brand new to my channel, then like I said at the start, I do all sorts of videos. I buy and sell new and used items, sell them on eBay. I do picking and packing videos, car boot videos, sort of these little snippet knowledge videos and things like that. So definitely check out my other videos on my channel and subscribe if you aren't already. So thank you very much for watching, everyone, and we will see you in the next video. Take care.